All right, Uncle Jerry. So, y'all pick a story and start talking about it. Say your name first so everybody knows who you are.
Okay.
And tell where you come from in the chain.
All right, I'm Jerry Hutson. And, my voice is not as strong as it once was, but born in 1935, actually down in the Barner place, down the road here, down the railroad track at that time. The highway goes right by it now. And then we moved off the farm, excuse me, in 1941. And actually the house we lived in, we moved it up on the old Brand Road, type of thing, right across the railroad tracks up on the corner. And within a year, we moved to this property here that folks bought. And the old house was over on that far corner. And I remember, like, up on the Brand Road in December of the year, J.C. Herring came by over on Sunday morning and said he'd been up all night listening to the shortwave radio about the bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Wow.
In fact, that was Monday that we actually got the news. And so I remember all that, but of course, Jackie and Gerald, they lived just on the old 78 down by where the Christian church is now. And I don't know if is the house still there?
Oh, no.
No, okay. All right, there's the house they grew
The
up
pecan tree is.
Yeah, and all that. But as I said, it was a beautiful life. As I said, you know, we never missed any meals. Didn't know where they were coming from, but we never missed any meals. But everybody was kind of in the same boat back then, and all that good stuff. Of course, growing up, school bus would come by and pick us up here on the corner, and all that we were just talking about. Then we get some good rains, you know, in the fall, early winter, and the creek would go around the creek, get out, and the bus couldn't run, so we get it up on school. So those are good days. And then Uncle Jim, Gerald Jackie's dad, he I guess didn't like us out being home, so we started driving us around by route. You could get around by route and get us to school, that kind of stuff. But really, I'm not the senior man here today. Jackie is.
Barely.
So,
yeah, well,
Jack, remind us your lineage. Who's your mom and dad?
Yeah.
My mom and dad was Jim and Elsie.
Elsie, baby, and Sissy, right?
Sissy.
Sissy.
And, we lived on the farm too, farmed all of our life, and we moved to Garland, Gerald and our family, when I was a junior in high school.
Wow, at Garland High?
In Garland.
That's the only one there was.
There was a school. There was a school in Saxe in the early days that our parents went to.
I went 2 weeks.
Did you go there?
I went there 2 weeks when they closed it. And
Okay.
It went up to the 10th grade, I think, the Saxe Studio.
Yeah, it did. And I still have a little part-time job over in Plano. I play the piano for the tea room. And I played for First Christian Church in Garland for my class. I played the sanctuary piano for 68 years.
Wow.
Fantastic.
So, born in 35 in January, right after, before, I was born in January and you wasn't born until December.
December, right.
So,
Old guy here.
anyway, we all three every now and then picked cotton, which I absolutely hated. It was hot.
There was no glory, was there?
No, it was not fun. But at one time, I think we knew nearly everybody in Saxe. There's a little over 200 people, and some of the black people worked the farms,
Right.
and we knew them too. And so that's all I know now. I have one daughter, Bobby, that's right here.
Right.
My wife, Charlene, passed away 8 years ago.
Right.
I want to add one thing talking about the Saxe population now. The city limits coming into Saxe is at 65 when we were growing up, little bitty. And I think I was counting the dogs.
We did, we knew everybody.
We did, yeah, we really was. Just go down. Your turn, Gerald.
Well, y'all about covered everything. I'm Gerald Barger. I was born in August 1936. I'm the young one here.
Yeah.
And grew up with Jerry, one of my very best friends. And he still is.
It's all right. Keep working. You'll get better.
Yeah, we're gonna get to know each other.
Anyway, like Jackie, we had a farm. Daddy was a good farmer. He tried every year, to get the first bale of cotton,
Yep.
which I didn't enjoy picking. But I never did pick much cotton because that was tough. Now I could hold cotton and corn all day long, except one day I was telling Jerry a while ago, we was holding a corn patch one day, probably right after we had lunch, and it was very hot, and I drank a lot of water, and I got waterlogged, and I had to go to the house. But Jerry, he was tough. He stayed with it. I guess he finished out today. But anyway.
So Gerald, are you and Jack brothers? Or
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
brothers.
Hey, Brian,
And
ask him to tell some stories on your dad.
my grandpa and grandma had a big two-story house. That we lived right on the old highway, and they lived right back from us on just an old rock gravel road. And they was there by themselves, and I get home from school every day. That first thing I did, run in the house and get something to eat, and I'd go to Grandpa's house. And in fall of the year, we had a lot of pecan trees. I picked up pecans. I made
Hard shell most of them.
I sold them, made a little Christmas money. But anyway, my grandpa was really my buddy.
I gotta add a little bit to that too.
Yeah.
Growing up, and we go down to Mr. Waters now, we go to Jackie Gerald, we go down there. And they set up a ping pong table upstairs. We go and play ping pong.
Ping pong.
Had a croquet set out in the yard, didn't have grass. But we had,
That ground was dirt.
Dirt.
And I made me a little old board,
Yeah.
and I'd run over there. It was as slick as this floor. It was. And we had some good croquet.
we did.
At Easter time, around Easter, I think Grandpa had a baseball game for the church. They all met down there in the pasture.
Yeah.
He had those candy Easter eggs, and they weren't even wrapped that time. They were just candied eggs. Going out there and
Hard-boiled eggs.
Now
we know what's wrong with it. And we had some good croquet games.
We did.
It was the front yard. The old house had a front porch all the way up across the house there. Swings and chairs there. It was completely shade tree, and we had some good games there.
A lot of fun.
Anyway, Grandpa, he started out in Saxe before I was born. He was a blacksmith in Saxe. And Daddy, he had an anvil, and I'll tell you the story about the anvil. And
Well,
he
hold on a
passed
second. Who was your granddad? What was his name?
H.A. Barger.
Henry Barger.
Henry Barger.
And who did Henry marry? Who was your grandmother?
Elizabeth, Arizona, Saxe.
Arizona.
Okay.
Wow.
She was Saxe. She was a daughter of Jimmy Saxe, which Jimmy was the son of William Saxe, the founder of
Founder
this.
of Saxe.
The first one.
Founder. Yeah, our great-great-grandfather was William Saxe. And that's how we got in on the Saxe.
And your mom, of course, was Elsie Lane.
Lane. With
Right.
Dad Lane and the sister of the five girls
sisters.
and one boy.
Right.
She was,
Lane.
she was next to the oldest.
Right.
And
And so tell me, you were saying your dad had an anvil.
oh yeah. Well, my grandpa was a blacksmith, had an anvil, and he passed it on to my dad. And as he passed away, I took it and put it in my garage. And back then, my wife, Martha, and we had a lot of garage sales, and there was a lot of cowboys around the area at that time. They come in, they see that animal, they want to buy it because it was a big thing, and it was handle all the horseshoe making on it. But anyway, I didn't want to sell it, and had a lot of offers on it. So, and after Terry married several years or so ago, I passed the animal on to Terry, and he's got it right now. So one of these days, I think Terry, if my grandson or Terry's son, if he doesn't want that animal, we're going to donate it to the historical building if they want it. And I'm sure it's got a lot of history on it. Sure, they might want it. But anyway,
I'm not done whacking on it yet. I still use it, so
It's still good.
it's still good.
anyway, my grandpa, like I said, he was a good farmer, and he could do most anything. I don't care if it was carpentry work or concrete, or he built a barbecue pit out there in the little woods there, which was right behind Kroger Food Store up here on 78 now. He was their farm. And I graduated from high school in 54, along with Jerry Smart. He went to college and I didn't, but I ended up working in auto.
Yeah, well, a lot better than I did.
Working in auto parts from 54 or 55. Then I got in the air conditioning business, started in 61. I was there 25 years and quit there until I almost killed myself. Anyway, and I graduated from school. One day they said, what do you want for graduation? At that time, my uncle, John Skinner, one of the people who lived in Saxon, he was going to a sale up in Oklahoma. He said, I'm going to buy some hogs. And I said, Mother, that's what I want. I want 2 pigs for my graduation. And I went with my uncle to Oklahoma and got me a couple pigs. And of course, Grandpa, he had a pig pen, and he was retired, but he made my daddy and uncle give him a load of corn every year to feed out his hogs. Everybody back then had hogs. We had hogs, chickens, and beef, and all that. Anyway, I raised those 2 hogs and took them, when they got grown, I took them to the packing house and sold them. Anyway, that was my first business experience.
That's great.
I want to add one thing about the farm, and like I said, we were born down there. We were sharecroppers with water and all that. And I can remember my first cotton picking was, I was a little bitty, I remember. Anyway, my first cotton sack was a tool sack. Bulk out of maybe, you know, and a strap on it, you know, and I'd go out and I'd pick cotton, and you know, I wasn't very big, because I wasn't even started school or anything. But anyway, I remember, and then on Saturday, I'd get to go over to Mr. Barker, and he'd go, well, how many pounds did you pick? I don't know how many pounds I picked. So he'd pull out either 25 or 30 cents, and that's what I got from a cotton picking.
Big money.
That's right. And then as we got older, we graduated to a little bit more picking.
That would buy a tank of gas then.
Yeah.
You did it the hard way. You had a tow sack, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, that was easy to come by, because my feet had it.
Right.
But what was terrible about that, you carried all the weight on your back.
I was short.
But anyway, the cotton pickers back then, they had a tow sack,
Oh, yeah.
8 feet long. You drug the cotton on the ground. You didn't have a little short sack.
That's
there.
exactly right.
But anyway,
I graduated to that.
Yep. My grandpa he had 2 big gardens. He grew everything. I mean, cantaloupes, watermelons, and he had peaches, pears, and apples, and all that. Anyway, he turned loose of the garden. Well, he gave it to me and said, well, let your daddy plant some cotton there. Well, I made a big mistake there.
Yeah.
That cotton grew, it was all fertile land, and that stuff was that tall, and some of it was torn out. When I was a kid, I had to, and that was hot. And anyway, I don't know where I ever finished picking all the cotton there or not, but anyway.
As we were talking earlier today, sure enough, we talk on the phone every so often anyway, but back then, and talk about, it's always been hot in July and August in Texas, we know that. But back then, we worked in it, and it was hot. I don't know what, 100 degrees, 105 or whatever it was hot, but you didn't know any better. And there was one particular piece of cotton property, we called it the three-corner piece. And I'll tell you what, and it was on the backside, it was covered with trees. Brand Road, if you know where Brand Road is, on one side of it, and then 78 went right by it. But that was the hottest spot in all the acreage they had, and boy, we hated to have to work down in that three-corner piece. That was hot. But anyway.
So guys,
Also
again,
over there.
let's take a break for a minute.
Yep.
And we're gonna do the group picture outside. So everybody put on a hat or sunscreen or whatever you got. And
We're going to pick cotton.
and then we're gonna come back in here and keep telling stories.
All right.
Yeah.
Pick some cotton. We got some sample cotton out in the back.
Jerry, show us how,
That's right.
show us how it's done. Hey, Bob. This is my cousin Terry.
This is
I was talking to you.
Hi. My dad told me this whole
Go ahead and tell him what you had.
Oh well, we've got I've got several old rifles. A couple of them are double-barrel shotguns. I'm pretty sure one of them was William Saxey's, and the other was Henry Barger's.
22.
And we got a 20. I've got a 22 and a
Daddy had a 10, what do you call it?
10 gauge.
10 gauge shotgun.
Yeah, I think that was the other one that I've got. But anyway, my son, who's going to carry our name, isn't interested in them, so I'd like to see about if the museum is interested in them.
Oh, yeah.
I've given them. It also you heard I don't know if you were in here and heard the story about the anvil.
No, I was.
Okay, well,
Here.
I had the anvil that was Henry Barger's anvil, which was the first blacksmith in
Yeah.
Saxey.
Yeah, we got a forge from the Saxon family.
Okay.
And it may have all been using the same.
May have been.
Yeah.
But
That's our. She knows how to.
Okay,
that's
all right. Cool.
But yeah, we'd love to have stuff like that.
Okay.
But he wants to see if his son James wants that.
Okay, that's
part.
fine.
Yeah, the anvil has got to
Yeah.
see if he.
And I also got Cindy's got it now, got a school bell that
Yeah.
my grandma
That's
had when
cool.
she was in the Saxon schoolhouse.
Yeah.
And
School here.
yeah,
Yeah.
we got that.
That building's still here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right over by the First Baptist Church.
Yeah.
We actually thought about moving the museum over there, but where it is now, it's such a good place. It just,
But you know, Saxey had a bank, had a post office,
yeah.
grocery store, gas station, a feed store,
Barbershop?
barber shop,
Well, maybe they'll put all that back in when they get to downtown.
Yeah,
2 long onion sheds.
yeah, that's what the building over the fire truck is.
Yeah.
It kind of simulated the onion
two
shed.
onion
yeah.
sheds. Well, we rode a bicycle and played dominoes underneath the shed.
We'll go ahead and get some video of your group picture.
Go out this way.
Just keep going straight, yeah.